Elise Smeltzer was my first Maeser friend. I was quiet for like the first little bit that I was at Maeser. I'm not that quiet anymore. But I sat in the back of Socratic and I sat next to Elise and we became like, we just hit it right off the bat and we've been friends ever since. And yeah, we have had math together and struggled through all sorts of things school-wise, so yeah.
Susie Lane was the first person who I was friends with that I didn't already know from Maeser. We met through the Shakespeare competition, and she's just been a really wonderful person.
My first Maeser friend had to be Michael. It has to be Michael. He's my best friend still. Friends at Maeser last the whole time, really. It's great.
I think Susie or May.
Daniel or Mason. He doesn't go to the school anymore, but I remember being friends with them pretty early on in like 7th to 8th grade.
Corinna Owens. She's what got me connected to everyone.
Andy, you probably? I mean, like there were other people that came from different schools, you know, that I knew, but like one of the first people at Maeser that I knew, I think would have been Andy, you. I don't know.
Allie Smith and Maddie Christensen. They were the ones I hung out with.
Preston. He got me to this school. Without him, yeah, I wouldn't be here.
Corinna Owens, I think she talked to me on the first day.
That would be Isaac Allred and Myrna Velasco. I would say that because we went track together, and they're funny people, and I love that.
Tad Hurley. He's actually the one that got me here. So we've been in the same ward since 5th grade, and he's basically the reason that I moved here.
Brenda or Noreen, because I used to know her.
I think it was Emma Mika, because I think it was in May or something before 7th grade, we both were at the regional spelling bee, and we happened to be sitting next to each other, and we met and we hit it off, and it was really exciting to go into 7th grade already having made a friend that I could look forward to. And we're still really good friends to this day. So.
Tanner Heaton. And he's been my best friend ever since.
Especially in middle school, at least, would be Kylie Chase. And I also think I formed a lot of friends who were in the grade above me. So like Becca Linford was a big one.
Daniel Castro.
Susie Lane, my very first one. We met in Dr. Norris's class. I was very, very shy, and she came over, sat next to me, and asked me my name and how I was doing, how I was adjusting, and we are best friends now, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tori Nelson. I think it started probably in 8th grade science. It was Tori, Talia, and I all at the same table. And then I read Miss Bourne and it slowly came from there. Yeah.
Tommy Cannon? Yeah. In 7th grade, so yeah.
Malia Collins, actually. I remember we were in line and we were gonna make our schedules, and I just sat next to her. I'm like, I kind of want to have one friend before I start school. So I just started talking to her, and she was like the first person I talked to on the first day of school.
Tama, because I met her at cross country.
I remember this vividly. Walked into art class, Robert Uritzian, sitting right next to me. He looked like he was like freaking 7 feet tall, and I was like 2 feet tall. He was a beautiful man.
I'd probably have to say Mason Harrington. He doesn't go here anymore, but I kind of hung out with the friends that I used to go to school with my 7th grade year. And then 8th grade year, Mason and I were just best buds. Love him to death.
Corinna Owens and Emma Mika.
Probably Aubrey Paxton, and she's been her and I have stayed really close this whole time. She's probably my best friend, but when I first came to Maeser, she was the only other girl in my Mandarin class, and so her and I were like, hey.
Susie Lane.
Probably a mare. Yeah.
Either Sydney Seavey or Gracie Gigi, because I knew Gracie in elementary school, so it was kind of I don't know anyone, go to the person you know.
It was either David, Uda, or Daniel Castro. I can't remember which one I met first.
Sydney Seavey.
My first Maeser friend, I think, was Sam Queller. I think it started when I was just sitting alone at lunch, and we kind of just we had a class together, and we were talking during class, and then I was sitting at lunch by myself, and he came up to me, and we started talking, and then it just happened, I guess. We just started becoming friends afterwards. We started talking about common interests. Yeah, I think I had a really good first friend at Maeser. So.